you got into a tete-a-tete, which I didn't really agree with. I didn't like it. I didn't like to see it. I hate to see black people fighting in public. With one of Bernie's surrogates,
Nina Turner.
Senator Nina Turner.
Mayor Bloomberg can totally finance his campaign. He doesn't have to go out to the people. He doesn't have to build a movement. He doesn't have to talk to people. He can buy his way. It is the same attitude that the elites, maybe Jason likes the word elite over oligarch, but it's the same attitude that the elites had in 1930 against FDR. All of them lined up against him, and he said, I welcome your hatred, because he was standing up for the people. And that is the same message that Senator Bernie Sanders has to the everyday people of this nation, that I welcome the hatred of the elites because I am standing up for you. So cry me a river for the wealthy people in this country.
Nina, you work for a candidate who's part of the 1%. I have no problem with criticizing the system. The system that allows Mike Bloomberg to make all the money that he makes, the system that allows him to buy what he wants to buy, the system that allows him to buy himself into the administration and buy himself into the debates is a problem. But to call him an oligarch, I think, is a misnomer in this environment. And again, you're working for somebody who's part of the 1%. Do you call him an oligarch? No, you don't.
So first and foremost, I'm glad this didn't come up on the air. I've known Nina for like 14 years. Right. And when I say I've actually known Nina, I knew her back in Cleveland. There are Instagram pictures of us saying hi together at NABJ and CBC. Right. I've had Nina's phone number, blah, blah, blah. I'm fond of her personally, fond of her professionally. Wrote great articles about her when I was at the Chicago Defender, when everybody thought that she should run against Marsha Fudge. Okay, so I've been cool with Nina for a long time. I've had personal conversations with her about her support for Bernie and what I think about that and whether or not it makes sense. What actually happened on the air was she was doing an interview with Chris Matthews, and she referred to Mike Bloomberg as an oligarch. And she was like, we got to do something about these oligarchs, et cetera, et cetera. And I was like, good God, really? Really? Is this what we're doing? And so the studio said, hey, Jason, would you like to say something? And I said, look, this is not the kind of language that you should be using in campaigns. This is that high-minded grad school cipher crap that a bunch of sort of liberal pinheads want to throw out because they want to sound smart. You don't go around calling people oligarchs in America. First off, most people don't even know what the hell it means.
But he is kind of an oligarch, though.
But that's not the issue.
Okay.
This
is
is
not the only one.
Right. By definition, he's among a bunch of oligarchs.
But Karen, you're making my point for me because this is about messaging. It's not about what the actual definitions are. Okay, if I want to talk about oligarchs, George Soros, Bill Gates, Tyler Perry, okay, Oprah Winfrey, these people are oligarchs. Definition of an oligarch is someone who is extremely wealthy that uses that wealth and power to influence government and policy. All of these people. Papa John is an oligarch.
Including Bernie Sanders.
Including Bernie Sanders, who's also a millionaire.
Hi.
Yeah. Okay. And by the way, I don't know how you can do anything more to influence government than running for president. Don't tell me that just because he made the $2 million in his late 70s is somehow different. Raise your hand if you know anybody in your family who's got a $2 million net worth at any age, right? So that was my message. I mean, you do.
My daddy.
My hands are firmly locked
like
in my lap.
So my point very quickly to Nina was this isn't the kind of language you should be using. Regular people, this doesn't make any sense to them. And when you say these sorts of things, you miss speaking to regular people. Nina, I guess, misinterpreted what I was saying. She thought I was defending Mike Bloomberg. She thought I didn't understand what an oligarch was. Neither of those things was correct. We had an intense conversation and then moved on. I have no issue with it. I have no issue with Nina Turner. However, a large number of bargain basement, pathetic, doubly intensely ignorant, bigoted white boys who masquerade as liberals, who find themselves consistently in support of Bernie Sanders online, have decided that they want to make this part of their meme. I do find it fascinating that racist liberal whites seem to love them some Bernie Sanders consistently and always have a problem with any person of color who doesn't want to follow with the orthodoxy of their Lord and Savior Bernie Sanders. When that man sat in front of several members of Black Lives Matter and told them that the reason that more black people are in jail is because they sell more drugs, I seem to remember things like that. When that man got off the stage because he didn't want to talk to Black Lives Matter, and Jeff Weaver, his campaign manager, said to us, black journalists, why would Bernie want to talk to you right now, given what Black Lives Matter just did on the stage, because all Negroes are the same? I'm sorry, I kind of remember stuff like that. The man cares nothing for intersectionality. And I don't care how many people from the island of misfit black girls that you throw out to defend you on a regular basis. It doesn't mean that your campaign is serious.
Cross the line, sir.
I don't care. I don't care.
Wow.
I don't care. And I want to make this clear. I want to.
Get the disclaimer, please.
It's fine.
Hold on, Jason.
The views expressed by the show's producers and its guests
Jason
are not
Johnson.
necessarily those of Karen Hunter or Sirius
That would be me.
XM.
Okay, go ahead.
And I want to make this clear. I'm not referring to Nina Turner. Nina's doing her job. Like I said, I have no issue with Nina Turner, but you have staff members on that campaign.
Who's on the island of Misfit? Who's on that island, Jason?
I don't know. It's probably somebody who had a little difficulty on CNN this morning.
Ooh,
Probably somebody who had a little
yes,
difficulty
she
on
did have
CNN this morning.
Wow.
Yeah.